Buddy, you're watching A Physio Named Jonah. That's this guy. In today's video, we're going to be going through active assisted range of motion exercises. Specifically in this video, I'm going to go through what active assisted range of motion, or AAROM exercises are, when we use them, and highlight some examples. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing and clicking the bell. I'm a Canadian physiotherapist. I make videos on physio topics like exercises, so if that's interesting to you, come on and hang out. We'll probably have some fun together. Active assisted range of motion exercises are exercises that involve active input through range of motion by the person doing the exercise and involve some assistance from the outside. In this video, we'll go through what that looks like and what some examples of that assistance can be. Range of motion is in reference to body movement. It essentially means moving a body part as far as it can in a certain direction. This involves taking the moving body part through its available range of motion. The assisted component of this type of exercise is its most interesting part. Essentially, we're using something to help us through the range of motion so we can usually get more range of motion. This assistance can come in the form of a tool if we're doing the exercise ourselves, or it can come and help from the outside, like a therapist helping somebody move their body part. In this video, I'm going to be focused on exercises that you can use at home and try out, so it's going to be using tools and not a therapist helping. Taking a look at some examples can really help clarify this type of exercise, so why don't we go ahead and take a look at one exercise for the upper body and one for the lower body. We'll do a range of motion exercise for the shoulder as well as for the knee. Active assisted range of motion for the shoulder generally involves trying to get the arm fully lifted overhead, either to the front or to the side. We can accomplish this using a tool like a broomstick or dowel. The moving hand we place on top of the stick, with the helping hand placed lower on the stick towards the other side of it. The top hand is trying to actively lift that arm up, but it's being helped or assisted by the bottom hand lifting the stick. This helps the top arm lift higher overhead than it may be able to otherwise without the use of assistance, or if the range of motion is struggling overall. This type of exercise can be really helpful for any condition where the shoulder is not able to lift over top of the head. The use of the stick, or the assistance in this case, can reduce the pain that happens when we try and actively raise the shoulder, helping us improve our range of motion while reducing discomfort. Next up, let's look at the knee. This active assisted range of motion exercise for the knee is going to involve pulling the knee into more of a bent position. Using a towel or a stiff band while laying on your back, create a pull upwards on the thigh to help the knee bend as you actively try to bend it. Actively, the person doing the exercise is focused on bending their knee, but the band or towel that's lifting the thigh is allowing the knee to bend further. This can be really helpful for conditions where we're either struggling with knee strength or pain, possibly after a surgery. The use of the towel or the band allows us to move through the range of motion a lot easier, potentially getting to increased ranges of motion while using the assistance. Exercises like this are used when we're looking to get more range of motion, or range of motion with less discomfort than we're getting in our normal active range of motion exercises. The range of motion that a person has in a body part, or the amount that it can move, can be limited by pain or just overall strength or confidence in motion. So using a tool to help the motion go further is a really great way of helping increase movement without just performing the same active range of motion exercises over and over. But it's also more engaged for the person doing them than just a passive range of motion where something is taking the joint into that position. We get some muscle work and we're actively using the body part, but we're using a tool to help achieve a more effective range of motion exercise. So if we're trying to do something actively and it's not really working because of pain or stiffness, active assisted can be helpful. It may also be helpful to use if passive range of motion or just taking the body part to a position is no longer really beneficial, because we want to get somebody's body moving or more active. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful as you learn about active assisted range of motion exercises. If you have any further questions about this or other range of motion exercises or kind of whatever, drop them in the comment section for me down below. I'll try and get back to you relatively quickly, so I look forward to chatting with you there. But most importantly, guys, as always, move your body, have a laugh today, and I will see you at the next video.